Google just lost the 80% line. As of August 2026, Google desktop search share fell through 80% for the first time since 2009. ChatGPT, Perplexity, Google AI Overviews, Claude and Gemini now take about 15% of the questions that used to be 10 blue links. Your Google rank is no longer the whole map. Stay with me. I will show the number, show where the 15% went, and give you a 4-step check you can run this week so you are not only ranking in a market that is shrinking. Here is why this matters. A homeowner used to type "best plumber near me" into Google and click 3 ads. Today that same person asks ChatGPT who can come tonight. They ask Perplexity for a cash price. They ask Gemini if the shop is open Saturday. Google AI Overviews answer the how-to before a blue link ever loads. Claude summarises the one office with matching hours. You still paid for last year's keyword report. Classic StatCounter still shows Google near 90% of traditional search worldwide. That is the old ruler. Desktop already printed 79%. SparkToro put Google closer to 74% of United States desktop searches when you count every place people actually search. As of August 2026, the missing slice is not Yahoo, it's answer engines. Think about a Tuesday. A parent asks Perplexity for a pediatric dentist who can see a cracked tooth tonight. Last year that was 10 blue links in a map pack. This year the model names the office with Saturday hours, a cash range, and a review that said they sat with a crying kid. ChatGPT names the same office. Google AI Overviews lift the street. You're still waiting on a ranking spreadsheet. Stay on that Tuesday. Your site looks expensive. Your blog has 40 posts. The phone is quiet. 15% of the questions never touched your number one Google result. They landed in ChatGPT, Perplexity, Claude, Gemini, and Google AI Overviews. Those systems do not care that you used to own 80% of search. They care whether they can confirm you. The 80% break is not a headline for marketers. It is a warning for shops that only buy Google. If your whole plan is rank 1 and hope, you're optimizing a smaller room. But it gets worse. Agencies will sell you more links to defend a share number that is already leaking into models. They will not open ChatGPT. They will not ask Perplexity the buyer question. As of August 2026, that is how you stay famous in a report and invisible in the new stack. Truth number 1 is that 80% was the old monopoly line. When Google sat above it, ranking first meant most of the demand. When desktop broke 80 and when answer engines took about 15% of questions, first place on Google stopped being the whole store. You can still win Google and lose the conversation. Truth number 2 is that the 15% is not one rival. ChatGPT takes the long how-to. Perplexity cites the shop with a price. Google AI Overviews sit on nearly half of tracked United States queries. Gemini and Claude repeat the name they can verify. If you only measure Search Console, you never see that leak. Truth number 3 is that models quote facts, not retainers. Hours, service area, price range, a review that names the job. ChatGPT and Perplexity lift numbers and streets. They skip "we care about quality." If your page is adjectives, the 15% has nothing to steal. Truth number 4 is that your Google business profile is the confirmation file. If ChatGPT sees a name in a review and your profile has different hours, a dead phone, or a city you do not serve, the model skips you. Matching name, address, and phone is how Gemini and Google AI Overviews decide you are real. Truth number 5 is that you do not need 1,000 pages. You need the pages a buyer would ask an answer engine, emergency pricing, service area, and the one job you actually do this week. As of August 2026, thin specific pages beat fat generic ones in AI answers because the model can map a question to a fact. So the job is not to mourn Google. The job is to show up in the 15% and keep the Google you still have. Ninja watches the new stack the same way a shop owner should. The product checks ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, Claude, and Google AI Overviews for the questions your buyers type. When a rival is the cited name because their hours match and your site still says family owned, the visibility score moves. Ninja does not guarantee a rank, a citation, or a call. It shows whether the models can find a real you while Google share keeps leaking. One independent HVAC shop used Ninja after noticing ChatGPT named a competitor on 8 of 10 buyer prompts. Google still showed them in the map pack. The competitor had Saturday hours, a trip fee on the site, and 3 reviews that named the street. After the shop published matching hours, a price range, and asked 3 customers for job-specific reviews, 4 of those 10 prompts cited them in 5 weeks. Ninja does not guarantee those numbers. The spend was not a new link package. The spend was facts the 15% could quote. If you have never checked this, do not start by buying more Google ads to defend 80%. Start with 5 buyer prompts. Ask ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, and Google AI Overviews the questions your customers type. Write down who gets named. Write down whether your hours, price range, and reviews can confirm that name. If a rival owns the answer and you own a brochure, you are invisible in the leak. Do the same check on your own site. If a stranger cannot find Saturday hours, a service area, and a price range in 30 seconds, neither can Claude. If your Google business profile still lists a city you left, Gemini will treat you as a mismatch Fix the public record before you buy another month of links for a smaller pie. Here's the recap. As of August 2026, Google desktop search share broke 80% for the first time since 2009. ChatGPT, Perplexity, Google AI overviews, Claude and Claude and Gemini took about 15% of the questions. Rank 1 is not the whole map. Step 1. Run 5 real buyer questions in ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, and Google this week. Step 2. Record who gets named and whether your public facts match. Step 3. Publish hours, service area, and a price range the model can verify. Step 4. Ask 3 customers for reviews that name the job, not just 5 stars. Get started at easyninja.co. Setup takes 2 minutes. Cancel any time. See whether the new 15% cites you or a shop that simply published the facts first.